Ross Ulbricht. He used the same online identity too early. This is Ross Ulbricht. He became famous as the man behind Silk Road, one of the most known dark web marketplaces in history. On the dark web, he used the name Dread Pirate Roberts. That name sounded mysterious, like some invisible internet villain hiding behind 7 laptops in a black hoodie. But his first mistake was simple. Before Silk Road became huge, early online posts and usernames helped investigators connect the marketplace back to him. That is where the dark web fantasy starts falling apart. Criminals think the dark web is a magic invisibility cloak. But if you use the same email, same username, same writing style, or same online pattern, you leave a trail. One old post becomes one username. One username becomes one email. One email becomes one real person. And suddenly, the scary dark web boss is not a ghost anymore. He is just a guy with a laptop. Alexandre Cazès. He used a personal email mistake. This is Alexandre Cazès. He was connected to Alphabay, another huge dark web marketplace. Alphabay became one of the largest criminal markets online. And the person behind it probably thought he was protected by hidden servers, cryptocurrency, fake names, and the dark web. But one of the biggest clues was painfully simple. A personal email address was connected to early Alphabay activity. That is one of the dumbest mistakes in cybercrime, because the whole point of hiding is to separate your real life from your criminal life. But if your real email touches your fake empire, the wall between both worlds breaks. It is like wearing a full ninja costume, sneaking into a castle, and then writing your home address on the wall. Criminals imagine police breaking through the dark web with movie-level hacking. But sometimes the biggest clue is not a secret code. Sometimes it is just a normal email address saying, "Hello, I am the mistake." Alphabay. The rich lifestyle became suspicious. Alexandre Cazès also made another classic mistake. He started living like someone with way too much money. Luxury cars, expensive property, big spending. A lifestyle that did not match a normal explanation. This is where many criminals fail. They understand hiding online, but they do not understand hiding in real life. Online, they use fake names. Offline, they buy sports cars. Online, they talk like ghosts. Offline, they still need houses, bank accounts, passports, rent, phones, travel, and normal human life. That is where the mask starts slipping, because money has movement. Money leaves records. Luxury gets attention. And attention is dangerous. The dark web can hide a username, but it cannot make a Lamborghini invisible. Criminals want secret money, but they also want everyone to see they are rich. And those two things do not work together. Hansa Market criminals ran into a police trap. This is one of the craziest dark web traps ever. When Alphabay was shut down, many criminals panicked. They needed a new place to buy and sell illegal things. So many of them moved to another dark web market called Hansa. But there was one big problem. Law enforcement had already taken control of Hansa. That means criminals were basically running away from the police, directly into another police building. They thought they were escaping, but they were actually entering a trap. For a short time, investigators watched activity, collected information, and studied users who thought they were safe. This happened because criminals trusted the dark web too much. They believed that if one hidden market disappeared, another hidden market would protect them. But the dark web is not a safe house. It is a room full of people lying to each other. Nobody knows who is real. Nobody knows who is watching. And sometimes the marketplace you trust is already wearing a police badge behind the screen. Bitcoin users. Many dark web criminals made the same mistake with cryptocurrency. They thought Bitcoin was completely anonymous. They thought if they paid with crypto, nobody could follow the money. But that was not true. Bitcoin transactions are recorded on a public blockchain. Names are not written clearly, like a normal bank account, but the movement of money can still be studied. Investigators can follow patterns. They can connect wallets. They can compare timing. They can see where money enters and where it comes out. And when criminals try to turn crypto into real money, that is where they often expose themselves. Because at some point, Fake internet money has to touch the real world. A dark web user may hide behind a username, but if the money moves to an exchange, a bank, a purchase, or a real-life account, the trail becomes dangerous. They treated Bitcoin like an invisibility cloak, but it was more like leaving footprints in wet cement. Welcome to video. The server left clues. One of the darkest cases was a site called Welcome to Video. It was connected to child exploitation, making it one of the most disgusting dark web cases in history. The operator tried to hide the site on the dark web, but investigators found technical clues that helped connect the hidden service to real-world internet infrastructure. They also traced cryptocurrency payments. That combination became powerful because one clue alone may not be enough. But many small clues together become a map, a server clue, a payment trail, a user account, a real address, a device, a mistake, and then the hidden website is not hidden anymore. This case showed something important. The dark web can hide the front door, but if the back door leaks information, investigators can still find the house. Criminals think hiding the website name is enough, but servers, payments, devices, and accounts can all leave small fingerprints. And in serious investigations, small fingerprints matter. Fake hitman websites. Criminals trusted scammers. One of the strangest dark web mistakes is when people tried to hire hitmen online. Many of those so-called hitman websites were fake. They were scams. The people running them were not professional assassins. They were just criminals stealing money from other criminals. But the people trying to hire them still exposed themselves. They sent messages. They gave names. They shared targets. They made payments. And sometimes that information ended up with police. That means someone tried to commit a terrible crime and got caught because they trusted a fake criminal website. It is like walking into a shop called Totally Real Crime Store and thinking, yes, this seems professional. The dark web is full of scams because criminals cannot complain to customer service. If someone steals your money during an illegal deal, what are you going to do? Call the police and say, "Hello, officer. My hitman did not deliver." Criminals trust criminals. Then criminals betray criminals. And sometimes police get the evidence. Reusing usernames. One name connected many lives. Another common mistake is username reuse. A criminal uses one name on a dark web forum. Then the same or similar name appears on a normal website. Then maybe on a gaming account. Then maybe on a social profile. Then maybe in an old email leak. At first, each clue looks small, but together, they create a pattern. People think they are being creative with usernames, but most people reuse the same style again and again. Same favorite numbers, same spelling, same nickname, same birthday pattern, same old online identity, and investigators know this. They do not always need one giant clue. They can build a person from small pieces. One post gives the writing style. One account gives the email. One email gives the recovery number. One number gives the real person. They think they are wearing masks. But they forget they wore the same mask in 5 different places.